Hey everybody, this is Scott here from Employment Trap Escape Artists. Was thinking about the new year. It's January 1st today. Most of you have probably already written out your New Year's resolutions. And the question now is, how long are those going to last? How long are we going to adhere to those resolutions? So what I want to do today is simply propose a new idea for you. A new way to think about doing your New Year's resolution that has been very effective for me and I think could be beneficial to you as well. I'm the kind of guy, I do things differently than everybody else does. I have my own ways, my own methods. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes not so good. But I think this is a case where, like I said, it's been effective and beneficial for me, and I think it can be for you too. So what I do differently when it comes to making out my New Year's resolution, I don't look ahead to the year to come. So we're ending 2017, we're going into 2018. What am I going to do differently? What am I going to do to be better in the next year? That's how most people premise their New Year's resolution. And what ends up happening is that within a couple weeks or a couple months, they forget about their resolutions or they stop working at it. So what I like to do is I go back and look at the year that's ending. See, I have a good mind as far as memory is concerned, especially remembering things in chronological order. So instead of looking at the year ahead and saying what I'm going to do, I look at the year that's ending going back to the first month, so say January 2017. And any incident, any person, any situation or circumstance, any place, anything that pops into my mind, I write it down. So it might be a person, a name, a place, something that happened like I moved across town, bought a car, got enrolled in college, whatever you did that throughout the year. So you write all of that down on a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and think back. January, where was I? February, what was the defining moment of that time? March, what stands out to me about March? And just go through and write everything down. And then what you'll have is the whole year that just passed, all of the key moments, or we'll say defining moments of that year, written down in a list form on a piece of paper. And so now you have the ability to go back, read through that list over and over. You can, get a magnet and stick it on your refrigerator. You can get a thumbtack and stick it into the wall, whatever you want to do. But you've always got this piece of paper with your whole past year, all the major defining important moments written on a piece of paper that might take you 5 to 10 seconds to speed read through. Or you can take more time and spend a couple minutes on it and just really dwell or meditate on some of the things, whether they were good or bad or indifferent. And think about those things. What's the lessons to be learned from those things? What's the takeaway? Looking at that list of defining moments from the past year, how can I grow from that? How can I become a better person for that? That's going to make me a better person going into the next year than saying, next year I want to make $100,000. Next year I want to stop smoking. Next year I want to see, if I look and say, I threw out $4,000 between smoking pot and smoking cigarettes. Man, that was a defining moment of that year. I already know going into next year, it might be good for me to consider stopping that. But again, this is just something that's worked for me. It may not work as well for you. I just encourage everybody to give it a try. While it's still relatively early in the new year, it's not too early to look back on last year, but don't wait until February, March, or later on to try to start thinking back on the previous year. Do it now. Get that stuff written down and go from there. Thanks for watching.